What's up? I'm back. About to drop this part two. Pretty much wanted to just hop right into it. I wanted to talk about Goku wanting to spar with him real quick before I hop into the rest of this stuff again. But he really wanted to spar him for one reason. Once he found out he was the god of destruction, he was like, "Oh shit, this nigga that strong, he this powerful. All right, well shit. How would I ever know how powerful I am if there's a nigga so called out here stronger than me?" He wanted to test himself. And if you take that story and just put that with our lives, so like a lot of people not willing to test themselves, a lot of people not willing to go outside of the society or the norms to push the limit. Like a lot of people wouldn't test their mind. I always talk about how shrooms are pretty much the ultimate seer of your life and everything you need to complete and like get done. Like, and if you don't see it the first time, you need to take them hoes later down the line. Like them hoes help you develop a conscience. In my eyes, like it help you wake up. Shrooms help me stay awake, help me truly believe in myself. Like shrooms help me do a lot, honestly, and it helped me really see that this is really shit outside this world. And I think that's our main problem. Like when Goku wasn't scared to test himself, even though he know this nigga could kill him, even though he knew this nigga could do this. He was like, "What am I here for if I don't really know my strengths? If I truly want to be the best, what am I here for if I find out it's a nigga out here stronger than me and I don't even know where I rank with him?" Like he could have been right toe to toe with this nigga. He like, okay, well I only got a couple more months to train, a couple more years to go at it, and I'll be all right. But it wasn't that. It was a big ass distance from his God potential, and shit. He would have never knew that if he just stayed where he was at. If he stayed around the people and just the circle he was around. Because the shit, Vegeta was cold. He was cold. The other Saiyans was learning, but shit, Goku was the coldest. Most niggas wasn't. Most niggas he defeated already. Nobody really could fuck with Goku. And it's like shit. Everybody you and beat, like Mayweather ain't beat everybody, but that don't mean he's still the best he could have ever been. Like if that makes sense. Even though he went a 50, like even though he never lost a fight, it could have been fights where he probably never got punched type shit. Cause he is that like anybody could get to that level. Like bro, if he really practiced, if he really like, but nobody think about that shit because we never seen that shit before. Is what I'm trying to say. Like even though Mayweather, you will see a fight, this nigga only get punched 80 times in a fight. Think if that shit only said 10. Like he could do that shit if he really pushed himself to that level. If he really found the knowledge to do that shit. But yeah, it's all about pushing yourself to the limit. But if you don't have people that could teach you or people that could show you that you're really not where you need to be, like if you don't have no real competition, shit, you're not gonna know how good you are. Like my prime example is shit when I was at Summer Creek, shit, wasn't no D lineman faster than me, and most of the linebackers was like a little bit faster than me, but I was way stronger than all these niggas. But until this motherfucking freshman Dakota came in, I was like, shit, I don't got no real competition. And then once this nigga came in, I got way better. 10 times better, 10 times stronger, 10 times faster. Because like, I'm like, nah, I'm not letting this freshman be better than me. I had to go hard. But without me having that real competition, it's kind of hard for you to know that you wasn't going hard. Like, nigga, I'm pushing myself to get to the linebackers and where they was then. But shit, with another linebacker come in that was better, it's like, oh shit, well damn, I gotta step it up even more. Because them niggas wasn't shit. They was shit, but just, Dakota, we know, everybody know the fuck Dakota. I'm just saying. Examples. But, Beerus versus, Beerus, and I think that other being, I said it could be his subconscious because pretty much his subconscious was always awake. His subconscious was always doing shit, always, pretty much while his soul was sleeping, while his consciousness was sleeping, like the subconscious was absorbing, doing everything, that had to be done around the kingdom type shit or around the planet that he stayed on. And his subconscious was in charge of waking up Beerus, his soul or his conscious. Either one. It depends on how you want to look at it. I think either one will fit. I don't think it really matter how you look at it, honestly. But because Beerus went through cycles. He went through 100-year, million-year cycles depending on how long he wanted to sleep. Sometimes he overslept. And finding out through Goku battling Beerus, Goku was just giving him praise, and Beerus was like, "Well, now you finally learn how powerful I am." And Goku was like, "Yeah, man, you most powerful being ever." And he was like, "Nah," and he kind of hinted that he was his master. The dude, the white dude or the assistant dude was his master. And he also said that other people in other realms were stronger than him, and they were other gods of destruction type shit. And it's like it wasn't just him. Like this is just one piece of the puzzle. And pretty much, it made sense when he said it, cause, like I said, I told you how he treated his assistant differently. He didn't disrespect him. It was just like a loyalty thing. He never rushed him. Like Beerus was this impatient dude, but when it came to him, it was just a complete, totally opposite flip, change of script. And I think it goes to is like we look at them two people as being outside of each other, but them things really coincide together because Beerus really couldn't Beerus only got around through his assistant. Like his assistant had a staff, and through that staff they pretty much traveled through the realms or whatever. So pretty much they operated like they coincided together. Like it wasn't just him. Like he only could destroy shit he could destroy shit without him, but it take his powers to help him get to place type shit. So it was kind of like the Silver Surfer and the omnipresent cloud or whatever thing that was destroying the planets at the time. And them two things was pretty much the same. And that's why I said it's either the subconscious and the conscious, or the light that's waking up our soul, whatever you want to think of it as. And it makes so much sense because at the end of the movie, Beerus ended up getting some sushi, and he was still upset about the pudding or whatever. He was like, "Man, I still ain't get that goddamn pudding. The pudding that's just been missing my motherfucking tongue this whole fucking time." He was like, "These whole 5 minutes." And it was funny because, like, he made it seem like he been missing pudding for, like, eternity because, you know, he lives forever. And he said 5 minutes. I'm like, nigga, 5 minutes to you ain't shit. But, like, it was just being funny because that's how impatient we are. Like, in reality, like, it should be right in front of us, and we be like, "Man, I want this shit now." Like, nigga, you can, like, bro, chill. Just wait one more day, and then you can wait till your paycheck comes in by the ounce type shit. You know what I'm saying? But niggas do the impatient shit all the time. Impatient buys. But he was eating the wasabi. I mean, he was eating the sushi. But before he ate the sushi, he was like, "What is this green substance or whatever?" And his assistant told him it was wasabi, and he ate the whole fucking thing, and the dude told him not to eat it all. He was like, "They tell us," he was like, they told me that it was this substance that, you know, a delicacy that you only can add if you want to. And he tossed the whole thing in his mouth. His fucking whole ears fucking go red and all that shit. And he ended up destroying like 6 of the planets surrounding his planet. And his assistant karate chopped him, and he fell asleep. And I'm like, oh shit. And like that was kind of like the end of it, right before, like, it was like the last couple seconds of the shit. I'm like, damn, he knocked that nigga out quick. And that confirmed that he really was his master, and he really was either more powerful or just as powerful as he was. And like he did Beerus like how Beerus did Goku and how Beerus did Vegeta, like with ease, like knocked them niggas out with ease. And he did that shit, like it was like crazy. It's just like, bro, it's so many potentially, like, it's so much potential you can grow to and unlock. And that's what God potential is. Like we're at 10%, but we can be infinite percentage. Like it ain't no 100. It don't stop at 100. It don't stop at 200%. Like a processor can process however much, you know, you created to do. But what else I wanted to talk about? I know I wanted to say something else about them two just coinciding together. But yeah, I guess just say the last little thing, like how I said I really feel like he was the woman figure, or he said he was the master. That's what I wanted to talk about. But the woman figure shit, like the nigga told him to brush his teeth, like he fell asleep, and right before he turned the hourglass, he's like, "Oh, go brush your teeth," like, and Beerus got mad, and it's like, nigga, like he really was the assistant type woman figure in that nigga life type shit. He was the balance to Beerus, like, what's the darkness, and pretty much you could see it because when Beerus decided to destroy the Earth, I really wish I knew the nigga name, the assistant, the white dude, he was kind of upset that he was going to destroy it, and it was like he wasn't going to say nothing because he was pretty much the assistant or the advisor to the kingdomship, and pretty much Beerus was like the Black Panther. He was that's a handed down position or role that you get, and they even joked and was like, well, Goku, maybe you can the white dude was like, Goku, maybe you could fill his position once she's gone. And Goku was like, nah, I think I'm good on that type shit. But it just shows that he's the master advisor that's just raising these kings up through time. Like he's like the what would you say in Batman? What's the what's his name? It's not. Is it Harry? Fuck, I don't know. The butler and the mix of the black dude Morgan Freeman, how he helped the Batman and the Dark Knight or whatever. How they're pretty much there for the Batman through everything and pretty much help him get his powers and shit. And they also had raised his father or whoever his mother was, whoever was in the household before him type shit. They just keep raising the family line or whatever. And just like how there's a, yeah, that makes sense. Just like how there's a butler that, I mean, just like there's a king that gets passed down through bloodline, there's also a butler or advisor or, master that's passed down through line or whatever. Well, that's how they did it. Or that's how I seen it, if that makes sense. Big ass plane. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it there. That's about all I had to say about it. I got another video coming, but it don't got nothing to do with Dragon Ball Z. But peace.